Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. So today I am going to give you updated information regarding Biden era. This is with regard to Pakistan US relations. So we have already discussed the previous lecture that Pakistan US relations, they have always been fluctuating, and we have always inconsistent friendship, having cyclic pattern or having up and down spikes in our relationship, because the relations, they were never stable. The relations, they were always tactical in nature, and we never enjoyed strategic relationship or long-term relationship. Now, in order to understand Biden administration's foreign policy regarding Pakistan, let's have an overview on Donald Trump's era. He was a hardliner, and he was very, you can say, adamant as far as Pakistan's relations with America were concerned. He believed that Pakistan had not done enough, and he constantly kept pressure on Pakistan to do more, to do more. Pakistan is promoting terrorism, Pakistan is harboring the terrorist on its soil, and Pakistan is not cooperating. Pakistan is playing double game. So this was how he has been pressurizing Pakistan throughout his 4 years tenure. And during this time, he even gave a very famous statement that Pakistan has only given us deceits and lies. पाकिस्तान ने सिर्फ झूठ दिए हैं और पाकिस्तान ने हमें सिर्फ धोखे दिए हैं. And the American nations had been fooled that they gave $33 billion aid to Pakistan. Then that was his perspective. Similarly, he also gave a policy regarding South Asia. It was a new policy on South Asia. According to this strategy, Pakistan's status was changed from a frontline ally. Its status was changed into an adversary, and India was brought as a frontline ally of America. And similarly, the Americans, they gave the indication that they wanted to win the war in Afghanistan. So that was in fact again humiliating as far as Pakistan was concerned, that although Pakistan gave maximum contribution, maximum sacrifices in the war on terror, no other nation had given so much, right, to the to America and to the world, right, to the extent Pakistan has given. For example, we got only $33 billion, whereas our losses, they crossed $128 billion. We lost the lives of 70,000 civilians. We lost the lives of 7,000 military soldiers. So still, the Americans, they were always reluctant to appreciate Pakistan's contribution, and they always try to promote the negatives instead of the positives. That was the story, that instead of so much contribution, Pakistan's status was relegated. And then Pakistan's aid was completely cut off. First of all, the aid was reduced, and then it was completely cut off. And the military exchange program with Pakistan Army, that was also abandoned in Donald Trump era. And similarly, in 2018, FATF issue was also picked up by the Americans Financial Action Task Force in order to pressurize Pakistan regarding the terror financing and money laundering cases. And Pakistan believed that Pakistan is involved in both of these cases, and so they wanted to put pressure on Pakistan and wanted to put Pakistan into blacklist. And so Pakistan then, right, under pressure, had to take a lot of action in order to avoid the blacklist, or in order to stay in gray area, or to come on the positive side. That was the story. It was a very harsh phase as far as Donald Trump's era was concerned. Now, Donald Trump lost the elections, and he was replaced by Joe Biden, who took over the presidency of America in January 2021. Now, what is the scenario? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to say that the scenario is not very rosy and positive as far as Pakistan-American relations are concerned. And there would be a kind of overlapping of all these issues, which I have already explained right, during Donald Trump's era. So there is not going to be very, right, sharp deviation from the American policy regarding the relationship with Pakistan. That's why I have written the word that there is going to be overlapping of the same foreign policy as far as Pakistan and Americans are concerned. And I believe it could be the replica of Barack Obama's foreign policy. Now, what was Barack Obama's foreign policy? The drone attacks they were conducted on Pakistan soil, and they continued for 6 to 7 years. And during that time, even the number of drone attacks they also reached at peak. 117 drone attacks in 2010, where Barack Obama was the president of America. So similarly, the Obama administration also passed a policy, AF-PAK policy, Afghanistan-Pakistan policy. According to that policy, Pakistan's status was equalized with that of Afghanistan, and we objected to that status because Pakistan was not a failed state like Afghanistan, and Pakistan is not a tribal society and primitive society the way Afghanistan is. So that was how Obama, right, treated Pakistan in spite of the fact that we contributed so much. Then in 2011, if you remember, the Osama bin Laden, right, he was murdered in May 2011. Then there was Salalah attack 2011, and again there was the martyrism of 24 soldiers at Salalah checkpost in Mohammed Agency. So things again did not improve, and as long as Obama was there till Donald Trump came, the relations they were right on the downward trajectory between Pakistan and America. And similarly, under Biden, again, right, we could see the repercussions, or we could see the replications of the same policy, that Pakistan will not gain much in Joe Biden's era. Now, I want to give here a statement by a famous American scholar, Wali Nasser. He said that Pakistan will have to find a policy or strategy as far as relations with Pakistan is concerned. So that shows that Pakistan does not enjoy any place, right, in Biden administration, and there is no utility of Pakistan, and Pakistan, right, has lost its significance under Biden era, and that Americans, they don't have any policy for Pakistan. So that is really very, very worrying for Pakistan. And similarly, I can recall another statement given by the Biden administration, that America will have to find a way to improve the relations with Pakistan. So America will have to find a way how to improve the relations with Pakistan. So that was another statement which was given by the Biden administration. And these are the, right, now from here you can understand what could be the scenario of Pakistan-American relations. Now, as far as the issue of terrorism is concerned, Pakistan will remain under pressure to do more and stop harboring the terrorism, number one. Number two, as far as the Taliban talks are concerned in Afghanistan, yes, America will need Pakistan. And now America only wants to see Pakistan's relation from the prism of Afghanistan. And as long as Pakistan will contribute in bringing the rapprochement between Taliban and Afghan government, America would be cooperating with Pakistan, and America would be expecting Pakistan contribution. But as long as, right, Pakistan does the job and the job is over, the talks are over successfully, the things, right, they are settled in a political scenario, I think Pakistan will lose once again its usefulness in the region. and Americans, they would no more be interested to continue their relationship with Pakistan in a much vigor and enthusiasm. So there are various factors which are going to affect Pakistan and American relations. First, I have explained that it would be the do more pressure. Then the second would be the Taliban dialogue factor. The third would be the growing Indo-American nexus. Indo-American nexus. Now they have become major defense partners of each other. And secondly, America has also brought India into its major policy for this region known as Indo-Pacific region. So America would be behaving right in American under the American umbrella from Eastern Africa up to the South Asia Pacific region, and that means that Pakistan will not enjoy much relationship in this regard. India and America on one side, they have signed the strategic partnership, and they have also signed three important agreements. One is LIMOA, Logistic Exchange Memorandum of Understanding 2016, regarding the availability of the bases and the logistics, right, sharing of these facilities between both the states to be used against Pakistan or China. Then there was another agreement which was signed between America and India. It was COMCASA. It is Communication Compatibility and Security Agreement, and it was signed in 2018. Again, this was regarding the sharing of the sensitive information between both the states. And then in 2020, the agreement was signed. It was known as BICA, Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement. Now, these agreements show that to what extent both these countries, right, they are improving their relationship at the cost of Pakistan, and Pakistan would obviously, right, would have its serious reservations in this regard. The next issue which is going to be painful for Pakistan is the issue of CPEC and China. Because of Pakistan's massive involvement in CPEC and the rising extraordinary friendship between Pakistan and China, it would be an eyesore, right, for the Americans, and they want to sabotage this program. They want, right, to contain China, and in this regard, they don't like the emerging sound friendship between both Pakistan and China, and similarly, they don't want Pakistan to come out of its isolation and to be part of this connected environment or infrastructure known as CPAC. Pakistan's aid, so far there has been no information regarding the resumption of aid. That means again Americans, they don't have any priority to resume Pakistan's aid, which was completely cut off in 2018. FATF issue is the next one, and FATF issue is still lingering, and Pakistan still has to comply with the remaining observations, although Pakistan has done with most of the observations, are 24 observations out of 27, and 3 are still remaining, and Pakistan is still doing the job on this venture. And so the pressure is still on Pakistan, and Pakistan has still not come out of the threat of FATF, the red signal. And now the situation in this regard will be reviewed in coming June, and let's see whether Pakistan, right, succeeds in getting out of FATF or not. So on the whole, so that is the scenario, that you can see the no policy for Pakistan, pressure of do more, Taliban talk, US-India factor, CPAC, aid, FATF, and on the whole, the deep mistrust, right, that remains there between both the states. And there is no, I think that under the present circumstances, so Pakistan won't be considered as a significant country with which America would like to continue the relationship. So there could be a low profile friendship, or there could be a superficial kind of friendship between both the states. And I think that Pakistan must, right, find, right, a strategy and must convince Washington that America needs Pakistan and that America won't be able to get out of the problems and out of the problem of terrorism and the Afghanistan issue, which is going to, again, it could linger on for years and decades. So America would not be in the position to ignore Pakistan. And Pakistan at the same time must continue its struggle, must continue its effort to maintain the relations with Afghanistan, with Washington, and but, right, the relations, they would remain duplicitous. Duplicitous means the rocky or very jolting kind of relationship between both these states. Finally, don't forget that Pakistan and Americans, they have always enjoyed tactical relationship, short-term relationship, and never enjoyed long-term relationship. Although they have been coming close to each other, but only, right, for some issues to be sorted out, but they have never been able to establish long-term understanding and trust with each other, and that is the problem, and that would remain, right, over there. So therefore, right, this is not a healthy scenario, but Pakistan, right, should continue its efforts to maintain the relation with Afghanistan, with America, because Pakistan would need American support because America is a superpower. Pakistan would need funding for socio-economic developments and for similar kind of programs, and Pakistan is an important actor in South Asia, cannot be ignored in this regard. So thank you.